Alright guys, welcome to another battle of Warhammer 2. Today I'll be showing you another 3 versus 3 here. Right now I am the dwarves. I have Bretonnia and Skaven on my side while we're facing another Skaven faction, the Wood Elves and the Beastmen. So let's slow this down a little bit and I'll give you a simple breakdown of my armies. So usually I would like go full out if I was on ultra funds, but because we're on large, I had to simplify it a little bit. So I went with my usual longbeard lines. I have 2 Iron Drakes, then I have 2 Dwarf Warriors for my flanks, then 3 Slayers for that anti-large I figured I would get with any of the factions really, and 1 Flame Cannon along with my Runesmith and my go-to Iron Hammer. Then if you look over here, Bertoni has a trebuchet, has some men-at-arms with shields, has oh, I can't say that, it's not coming to me, Prophetess of Life, and then Peasant Bowman. But now he does seem small, however, he also has cavalry with 1 Grail Knight and 2 Questing Knights over there, and likely the same way over there. Yep. Let me see here, take a closer look. Oh, 2 Grail Knights and then 1 Questing Knight, so that's interesting. And then my ally has Clan Rat Spears for his front, has some Slingers, which honestly I don't even know why that's a unit. Like, I think they're just worthless, honestly. I don't know what their purpose is other than just being worthless. Guess that's why they're called being expendable. And then they got their Catapult, and they got Death Globe Globadiers, some Plague Monks, Rat Ogres, and let's see here. Oh, they got Night Runners too, but who's their leader? That's the question. They got Lord Skork, and I think, nope, yep, they do have the Assassin. So that is my team. And for the Beastmen, they have a whole line of Ungor Spearmen, some Herd, some just regular. They got a Gorbo. Those things are way overpowered in my opinion. If anyone grab 2 or 3 of those, they can like wreck quite a few battalions easily. Then they got Centaurs throwing axes, got Monitors, another Chaos Spawn, and the Bray Shaman Wild, which later on in the game you're going to see how that kind of really had quite a big effect on this game here. And they got Morgul the Shadowgrave along with some more Minotaurs. Cool. And then they have a Glade. Now the Wood Elves have a Glade Lord on the Eagle. They have 3 more Eagles. They got some Glade Guards, some Eternal Guards, some with shields. Then I think they have 3 Weight Watchers. No, 2 Weight Watchers and Deepwood Scouts. And then finally, for the enemy with Skaven, they got Clan Rats with shields. All for their front line. They got also a Catapult. They got some Slingers, again, worthless. Holy crap, it's a lot of Slingers. You know, those things serve no purpose other than fluff. And then they got a lot of Plague Monk Sensor Bearers, then a Hellpit Abomination, and they got Tread Craventail, and another Plague Monk. So, without further ado, let's try to get into it a little bit. Alright, as this game started out, I kind of realized that Bretonnia in the middle, they kind of really didn't have a formation. I was kind of worried about them losing their front, but I also noticed that the Wood Elves weren't really charging in yet, so I guess there's really nothing to fear there yet. Meanwhile, I'm going ahead and posturing up to face the Skaven. It seems like Bretonnia's going to try to do some flanking maneuvers. I'm not sure where they're going yet. I think they're going to be going around this area somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. Yep, here I am posturing. I usually will have more Iron Drakes, but what I usually do is if I'm facing Skaven or some low armored army, I'll usually have Iron Drakes kind of melt them apart, and that way, that when the engagement starts, I already have the advantage. Look at them melt their HP, man. Best thing I've ever seen. Alright, my Dwarf Warriors on the flanks. My Slayers are just kind of in reserves for now. Gonna wait for that Hellpit Abomination to come by. Now, let's see. Yeah, he's still deciding on what to do. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I think I have my Dwarf Warriors engaged with them. Not 100% sure. Alright. Meanwhile, they're going ahead and they're kind of posturing up too as well. see. Oh, here we go. Bretonia's gonna do some work on these Centaurs. Can they catch up? I don't know. Maybe that's not their target. Maybe they're just gonna push away. I believe they're gonna try to flank around here somewhere. Yep. Oh, we just got a side gore there. Another guy that also kind of, well, nah, maybe not. He didn't have a big role to play, honestly. Didn't have much of an effect. Oh, see a small engagement here with some Minotaurs. See, this is what I mean, like how they can take on several battalions and like still be combat even at the least. Ungor herds. Let's see here. Yep, here we go. Bretonia is gonna do some work here. Then go straight for this game slinger, I believe. As you can see here, I kind of already won the front line engagement pretty much. I think, yep, I only have one route, so that's not too shabby. And look at that fire. Look at that firepower there, man. Fire on fire. Best thing you'll ever see, man. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Tony's gonna go ahead and kind of push them off. And I believe once I win that engagement there, I think I have a group of my guys kind of push them over that way. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie though, when you have the Iron Drakes kind of doing that with your troops there, you could hit your troops as well. So definitely a downside, but it is what it is. Yeah, it looks like Bretonia stayed in too long. It's kind of taking a beat down right now with that archer fire. Yep, they're kind of routing at the moment. But the good news is I'm kind of pushing the Skaven back, and hopefully I can kill their leader off here soon. Where is he at? I think he's... Shoot, where's his leader at? Oh, here he is. Yep, right now I'm having a Belgar trying to kill him off. So once Craventail dies, and I can pretty much focus my army towards this direction. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, it seems like Bretonia lost their core here, really. They're all routing at the moment. I think they do come back for one time to kind of kill some more, but factions like Bretonia or Skaven, like their front lines just usually don't last long. I mean, which is why I don't like them. I mean, Bretonia has some amazing cavalry because they do some great work, but anywho. It seems like Skaven did pretty well against the Beastmen. Definitely held there on their own. Wish I could have captured some of that, but it was probably very similar to my situation without a doubt. Oh, here he goes. There goes Propus. I'm definitely mispronouncing that pretty hard. 3 eagles, man. That is overkill, man. See, Hulk Riders, not getting some kills, nothing impressive. Let's see how I'm doing over here. Yep, definitely trying to kill their leader. And let's see. I think my flame cannon is starting to fire into that so we can eliminate them, if I'm not mistaken. No? Oh, I'm probably hitting those archers because they're a nuisance. Yep. Oh, I see some of the... Seems there's some men-at-arms here that came back and some troops that recovered. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit more. Alright. Alright, so there's Milgar Shadowgrave. Getting those kills in, that's pretty damn impressive. Let's see, it looks like the Assassin's down. Poisonwood and Wobbadiers didn't do a whole lot. It's kind of disappointing. Let's see. Monitors did some good damage there. Yep, and now this is where I begin kind of posturing towards this way, and I killed the Lord. So, like I said earlier, this is where I kind of come down and try to help these guys out on their end. As Bretonia is just pretty much out of it at this point. Like, I don't think they're going to make any real difference here, other than trying to keep up their time, you know? Or try to take their space. I don't know what the word is, but... Alright. Now right here is like where the battle is kind of like just be duking it out, and how the composition of armies like really matter. Like, you'll see that later on what I mean by that. So Lord Skork's in good shape. Got some rat ogres there. Very nice. Centaurs definitely doing their harassment. Still got those eagles there. Yep. Yeah, I kinda didn't get those guys, but like, what are they gonna do anyway, honestly? Alright, let's speed this up. Oh! Here's a pretty cool scene here. It's gonna happen here very soon. That's some of the spew of fire is gonna happen here very, very soon. Any moment now. Yeah, my Iron Drakes are a little bit behind. Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, right now I feel like this was like a vital point of whether or not we would win the game. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Here we go. See this? Spew of fire. More fire. Definitely turning the tide for us here. This is where like it kind of mattered, or at least I thought it did. Which you also see what I mean later on by that. Alright, yep, I went ahead and destroyed my cannons, but my cannons did a pretty good job, so I definitely got my money's worth out. I guess Pretonia decided to send one of their men-at-arms for that Skaven Slave Singers. Obviously kind of a waste, but it's whatever, you know, chase them off the field. It is what it is. Again, that Brayman Shaman, man, he's very key to the end game here. Yeah, clearly won. And now this is where things kind of get dragged out. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward here. Yeah. What I realized here is that no one really has any kind of tool here to take out the aerial units that they all have, you know? Like, nothing. Like, I tried shooting my Iron Drakes, as you can see, but it really doesn't do a whole lot. It does nothing. If I brought a Thunderer or two, then, I mean, that could have really changed things here, but no one brought in that kind of force here. So we went ahead and agreed to line up and chase after that Cygor, figuring that was the biggest threat at the moment. Yeah, this is where things are going to get dragged out. What we're going to do is going to try to go up and kill him off. And that Brayman Shaman's just kind of ahead and taking down my line, you know. Yep, see that? He did that like twice already. He's probably going to go in for a third time, maybe. No? Yep. Maybe not. Yep, we went ahead and took him down. And then my Iron Drakes were kind of taking down the last of their ground units here. And those Hulk Riders, man, I tell you what, they're unbelievable. And I don't know what you just saw, but I think that was like a Wind Scyther that went through. I think that was the Ray Shaman. I didn't know the Wild had those kind of spells. Thought that was only a Grey Wizard, but anywho. And it looks like they kind of try to force a spell on us, but we kind of avoided that pretty successfully. Yeah, right now I'm very, very low on troops here. And this is where things slowly drag out, and we try to figure out what our next move is, try to win the battle. But I can see here they're just hovering over us, and the only somewhat of a threat on the ground is that Branch Wraith over there. But I imagine their Winds of Magic is out by now. So our next strategy was how to take that out, because that could easily mow us down and just run away real quick, you know? We didn't really have any units that had the speed to catch up to it. And I just also lost my Lord. And they cast another Wind Scythe on us. I'm not even sure if that's the name of it, but yeah. This is where they kind of just dip in and dip out and kind of whittle us down one by one, man. I'm not very happy about it. It looks like my men-at-arms couldn't, the men-at-arms couldn't complete the task. As if killing them even matters. So they got their Hulk Riders there. They got their Gloid Lord all in air. And we have to deal with that Brayman Shaman. Even though we did have the number superiority, but not anymore. Earlier in the game, it was like 1,000 to 600 when I checked the replay, but I'm sure we thought we were going to win it, but it's kind of looking grim here right now. And right now, we're just kind of lining up, trying to talk and see what we can do to win the game, but again, don't really have the tools for it. At this point, we should have called it quits, but we went ahead and tried everything. Some Iron Drakes were trying to do a number, but whenever we would kind of like disassemble or split up, that's when they would take their chance and kind of nitpick at us a little bit. Yeah, I'd be keep casting the armor and the damage resistance runes so we stay alive. Yeah, they took their chance when Skroak was kind of left behind there and trying nabbing at him. What's really interesting though is I'm surprised my Runesmith didn't lose any leadership during this, which I thought was odd. Because he's not an unbreakable unit or anything, so I thought that was kind of weird. But yeah, this is where things are pretty much just nitpicking at us, and yeah, try to hope for the best here, but it's not going to work out, so yep, Skrull's going to die here any second now. Yep. That's when Skavens lose out. That's when Skrull dies. And I think around here is where like all my units are just gonna disappear. Yep. Yeah, the battle's lost, but it was well worth it. It was definitely a lot of fun for sure, but towards the end here, it kind of got a little dragged out, so I hope you guys enjoyed the game here. Before I end the video, I could probably check to see what the kills were if it allows me. Yep, let's take a look here. Seems like my Slayers did a good amount there. My Flame Cannon did really well. My front line did good. One of my Dwarf Warriors didn't do so hot. Let's take a see here. Yeah, usual Skavens just really don't. The front line never really does anything unless you bring like Storm Vermin, and even then they don't do too much. Looks like the Plague Monks and Stormmen did good this time. I feel like the Rat Ogres, I mean, I don't know if they had a really big part to play in the game, honestly. And you could have brought like different units to maybe counteract with the Eagle or the aerial threats. But overall, they didn't do too bad. And the Cowbolt did okay as well. And then, yeah, this guy was definitely MVP for our side because his cavalry did the numbers for sure. Definitely good with his cavalry control there. But I'm not really sure what she brought to the game, to be honest with you, or why he even brought her. He probably could have brought King Louis on his Griffin or his Hippogriff or whatever. So, and then for Pro Noob over here, his Branch Wave did a lot of damage. And yeah, overall his units did pretty decent. His front line maybe not so much. But definitely, like, his Eagles and Hulk Riders were definitely the tool here to win the game. Let's see here. Plague Monks did okay. Other than that, his army really didn't contribute much. And then definitely Morgor and then his Chariot Wizard definitely had a good part in whittling down our army, especially the Brave Shaman. Definitely the Chariot dude, but other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and, you know, feel free to comment or whatever, and subscribe.